This video is a production of the YouthQuest Foundation, serving America's at-risk youth.
The 3D ThinkLink initiative by YouthQuest is a multifaceted program for teaching problem solving, 3D design, and 3D printing. And this year, for the first time, we added the immersion program. The immersion program is offered to those students who showed the most promise during the regular academic cycle for their Youth Challenge organization. We had 5 young men come in for 1 week to work on problem-solving skills, learn about how the brain creates and how to encourage the creative process in the brain. We had 2 people from Maryland, we had 1 person from DC, and 2 people from South Carolina. Most didn't know each other before they came into this class. And in 1 week, they were working together to solve problems.
Putting the robot together, it was kind of tough and really to think about. And I had to ask for help, which was fine. So we had to work together just to get something done, and it went a lot faster and smoother than I thought it was going to be. And it's supposed to be Gotham City, like Joker and Batman. And I got the Batman boomerang, and then I'm gonna have the Joker card on the other arm. Like, one of the problems was like how I'm gonna get the boomerang to sit on the arm. The way I figured it out was just to create like a little ledge for it. And I had to create a little piece in the middle of it just so the piece can go straight down into it smoothly.
I first built it, and I only built this part for it. And as it walked, it would tip over because this added more weight to it. So I built another one, and it balanced out. And then I put a little head on it.
Probably the thing that got me is their ability to translate an idea into, incorporate that into the software and then actually print it out. Because it requires some technical skill too. So to be able to translate that from talking about it or having it in your head and then actually printing it out and getting it right in 1 or 2 takes.
You really have to think when it comes to 3D printing, because like your first thing isn't always going to work. Like, I made these for my first robot and they didn't really work out, and once I started thinking, I ended up improving my things on my robot. Like, I'm all into the military. The face is just kind of a bearded hunting dude. All it really takes is for you to actually want to fix something or do something. And you just work it out some. It's just the measurements I take with this right here, on my caliber.
They worked together, came up with ideas, together and such, and then gave each other credit. That's what was great.
We were going to use these solar panels right here for solar energy robots, but mine for some reason wasn't working with another friend of mine. And so I was thinking, and it took me overnight, but I found out that maybe we could get a battery and hook up our wiring to it to make it work. And so me and my instructor got together and we just started talking about it, and he got to the point where he found out how to actually 3D print a battery holder for it. And so we did that, and then all we really do is whenever we plug it up, it runs.
I'm really getting a handle on it, but there's problems that you need to solve. But what we really need to finish up is how to get it to run. That's really what my main goal is. But Clark here came out with the idea of the battery, and then I was like, oh, let's try to do it a smaller battery. So I took the caliber battery and I hooked it up. But I just gotta find a way, maybe make a casting from the 3D printer.
This is the kind of problem-solving skills that we're trying to instill in these young people. We want them to know when you reach a hurdle, you don't just stop. You take a look at it, think about it, and then come up the next day or the following day or a week with a solution to your problem.
I had to come up with a list of things like what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted one of my robots to be different, pretty much. Like, I wanted him to stand out. I tried to make like a headphone set. Like, this is the headphone set, and this is a boom box.
It's simple, really. It's like, it's 3 circles. It's 1, 2, 3. This circle right here got cut in half so you can't see the bottom. But you had to even it out and align it. I kept redesigning it, so like first it was too small. So this like originally looked like a woman's pocketbook. So I was like, that's a no-go. I couldn't do that. But I redesigned it and changed the color of it. On the back I have music is life, because like I said, music is my life. And it brings out the best in people pretty much. So my robot is a person listening to music, walking down the street.
One of the most fun things for these young people was that we had our VIP event the same week we had our immersion training, and we invited them to come meet the donors. And this VIP reception brings in people who are very accomplished, very educated, and very well known in their professions. Yet they didn't know as much about 3D printing as our students did.
CEOs, captains of industry, professional athletes, authors, all of these people who are very well established in their career field were actually held spellbound by our cadets.
Their minds went crazy and they got so into it, and they looked like they wanted to do it and try it and see what it's like. And when they said they couldn't do it, and I was like, you can do anything you put your mind to, it amazed them.
A highlight for the cadets was the day that Doc Walker, a former Redskin, walked in, and boy did he give them a pep talk.
This is an opportunity of a lifetime, but statistics already show that only one of the 4 of you is going to take this to where you got to take it. It's not going to be because of lack of intellect, it's going to be because of distraction. Something's going to lure you away from the target, as I like to refer to it. There's a target. And the target is when you hit success.
And if you could see them listen to him and drink in what he had to say, you would be very encouraged.
Don't ever let anybody make fun of you for trying to be successful. That's your dream. That's why you're doing this. And whatever you do it for, it's got to be worth it. Okay? Knowledge is the key. Being able to understand and learn, and then be able to take those skills and apply them to something that you create value in.
Their eyes were opened very wide over the past week. Their horizons been broadened, and they realized that, hey, they are valuable and they are worth it.
At the end of each day, we would ask the cadets how they would describe that day in one word. At the end of a week, we gave them another opportunity to describe the entire week in a single word. Here's what they had to say.
The word I would pick would have to be innovation, and I picked that word because all week we've been creating stuff. We've been expanding our minds.
Greatness. It was greatness. I had fun. I had a lot of fun.
Oh, my boy.
Excellent, because the way we worked, we got so much done. And we worked as a team.
Like I always say, every week is productive. I really did have fun, yes.
Adventurous. We all come from different places, different problems and stuff, so we weren't expecting nothing like this. And it was just pretty much, you didn't know what was going to happen. It was a mystery. You just came up, you started printing some stuff out, started having fun, and then we all became pretty much brothers.
They really got into it. That's what really counted for me. They really got into it. They were like they were in a different world.
It's a blessing. That's what I think. It is really a blessing. I want to say thank you for picking me.
I never thought I would be telling somebody to not give up and just keep trying, and if you mess up, just start all over again. So with just doing 3D, it taught me like it's okay to make mistakes, because you can always go back and redo it.
It gives you a chance to be yourself, pretty much. It's like an artist with a painting. This has helped me so much, and I'm very thankful for it.
This is the very first of our immersion classes in our Chantilly facility's 3D ThinkLink Lab, but it won't be the last. And every single one of these classes will ultimately have more and more equipment that allows them to fulfill bigger and bigger dreams. We plan to offer sugar printing. We plan to offer ceramics printing. We plan to offer color, full color printing as we outfit this lab so that when these students come in, they will have more opportunity to solve problems in a more sophisticated way. And we're really looking forward to it.